Cool. Hey guys, welcome to TRM Chapter 4. Today, we're going to be talking about the truth about men. Now, just to make it a little bit different, we've got Sandra over here, which is going to be speaking a little bit more about the opinions and thoughts of women and how it comes across. And we've got Jay over here that's going to be talking this real stuff. I'm going to be asking some questions. You know, we're going to mix it around. I'm going to tell you my truth about what I think about men without getting a little bit sensitive in this matter, yeah? Cool. So, just to start off, guys, I want to know what is your definition of a real man?
Alright, a real man, it depends on how you want to look at it, from a social point of view or from like a historic point of view, right? Historic point of view, traditionally, a man's a provider, a protector. You know, he's the head of the house. You know, the lion of the pack. Do you know what I mean? Okay. But in society today, a man is, you know, a bank. A man is a bank. A man is, you know, a trophy. You know, we're supposed to be trophies, like we're kings, but you know, we're more of like a novelty trophy. Like, oh look at my man. Do you know what I mean? Like this is my shining star. You know, that's kind of where we are.
He's on 6 figures. He drives a Merc. You know.
Exactly. And yeah, it's I think it affects us badly, the way we're perceived by females. But we'll get to that later. What about you?
And you're not gonna answer first?
Nah, ladies first. I'm gonna go last on this.
I feel like, for me personally, like I said, we've got two different definitions. So you've got like the society one, and you've got like a personal one. So me personally, I feel like a real man, is someone that knows himself and knows his identity in God. I feel like, because before you come into all of these things, like, he's got to be respectful, he's got to be this, he's got to be that. A person that knows himself and his identity in God and knows his purpose for his life will know how to respect me anyways. I don't need to come and start saying, this is what I want. If you know what God has called you to do and how to treat a woman, and where God says, love your woman like Christ loved the church, you know how to love it properly. I can't come and start telling you. I feel like all those things are like, I feel like it's more like, I would like my man to be this, but I feel like
expectations. We'll get to that.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of expectation, not what a real man is supposed to be. Because when God created man, He didn't say, "Oh, you've got to be this." He gave him an identity, so you have to know. Like, if your man has an identity in God and knows himself and knows what he stands for, I feel that's a real man for me. Everything else will come, if he knows who he is, it will come from.
I really love that.
I like that.
I'm just saying.
Cool. So my point of view on what a real man is. Now, the dictionary, if you type out what is a man, the dictionary will just keep it nice and simple. It's someone that shows the qualities of strength and courage. Someone that shows that qualities. That's what, very simple, the dictionary tells you. Now, for me, it's a bit different. Yes, it's key. You have to show the strength. You have to be a leader. You have to lead by example. Being a real man is knowing how to not just talk, but being able to lead from example. Your words have to mean something. It has to add value. Like, the most important thing, which I've learned over the years, is just not be a man of, you know, I say this, and that. Be a man of your actions. Be a man of your words. What you say holds value, integrity. Having those key things, Now, for me, it goes a bit more deeper. Being a man is being able to be in touch with your emotions, Especially in the black community, especially black men, we struggle to understand what it means to share our emotions or open up, because we don't want to seem, you know, weak. We don't want to seem weak. We don't want to seem like, you know, if I cry in front of my missus, you know, she's not going to love me no more. She's going to think I'm a moist man. I'm a little boy. I'm not an alpha male. So that's my point of view on it, Now, in regards to that now, going off what the dictionary says about qualities, what 3 qualities do you look for in a man, or what 3 qualities do you think makes a man?
I would say character.
Okay.
So he's got to have like a good character. Like you said, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of he has to be a provider.
Okay.
Because if you go by that, then a lot of women will be men as well because they provide.
provide as
You
well,
understand what I mean? I feel like.
Don't you think that, excuse me, that a guy, I feel like men can provide in different ways.
Okay.
It's like, with regards to what you're saying, that the more modern day female 2019 can provide more than a guy does.
Yeah.
A man cannot provide in other aspects.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go on. I'll
Okay.
let you finish.
So yeah, I'll say
Character.
Character. I would say. Good.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
It's hard because.
What do you look for in a man?
Yeah. Okay. Character. I would say his relationship with God is very important, and the people he's accountable to.
Okay. Elaborate for me.
So, if you go out with a man, or if you're with a man that is not accountable to anyone, he can treat you any type of way, and no one can talk to him. I want to be with someone I know that if he starts messing up, I know there's someone that he listens to. Because there's always going to be misunderstanding. You don't want to be with a man where like, no, we cannot talk to him, carry your problem. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand? It can be his friends, it can be his family. I prefer family, but it can be anyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like someone that is in tune with like another part of his life, like his family or his friends, that they give him good advice. And so I don't want to be like one man is me and my mentality, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. No one can talk to them, especially in marriage as well. That's why I find it different, but I feel like you should be with someone that is accountable to other people as well.
Okay. So over to you. What do you look for, or what do you see as qualities of a man? 3 keywords.
You have to be a leader. Definitely have to be a leader. You have to be, like you said, be able to lead from example. You know, you don't really need to be a follower. You need to stand firm in what you want to do in your vision, especially when you're trying to sort of have people under you. What else? I feel like integrity. Do you know what I mean? You have to hold yourself to a certain esteem, you know, and like it kind of comes with the whole being a leader kind of thing. You don't want to be a sheep amongst men. Yeah, you want to be able to stand firm and say, you know, I stand for this and that. And I feel like it comes with age. Like you know, I've come a long way being the man I am today. And I feel like years ago I didn't have as much integrity as I have now. I was irresponsible, you know, I was a bit.
But that's more experience.
It's experience.
That's experience. Because when you say age is not defined maturity.
Fair enough. No, it's experience. It's experience. Fair enough. And also decisions that you make. That's why it goes with integrity and being a leader. They're both conjoined because it's like in times of my life I was a bit more of a leader, but I had a bit more integrity. I wouldn't fall into some of into the groups that I fall into. Do you get it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I want to touch on what you said as well, spirituality as well. I feel like I'm a Christian anyway, but for me it's like for you to have integrity, for you to be a leader, you have to have a good high level of spirituality. You know what I mean? Be able to be in touch with your emotions as a man with God. Do you know what I mean? Because being able to commune with God and just have the conversation, God will make you into the man that He's envisioned you to be. It's in the Bible, do you know what I mean? We're in His image anyway. So God wants us to all be kings. We are all men, we're kings. Do you know what I mean?
We're queens.
And you guys are queens.
Of course, just have to throw it in there. Just have to throw it in there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but for me, that's what a man is. You know?
My 3 keywords that I think, you know, describe a man, it's very similar to what you both said. Now, in no particular order, I've got to say the main thing is a relationship with God. Not because it attracts women that think, oh yeah, you know, he's a man of God, you know.
You know the Bible.
We're not trying to deceive no one out here, But as you said, being a man of God, being a progressing man, understanding what the Bible wants, and you know where you're leading yourself to, allows you to have the right set of tools that you envision. You see what God is giving you, the tools God is giving you to be able to tackle things differently. As a Christian, as a man, as a grown man, a Christian man, you understand different things, and you just see things completely different. Now, that's number 1. So we're not doing it for women, we're doing it because God first, That's number 1. You have to be a God-fearing man. To be a God-fearing man, it allows you to understand and have limitations in things that you do. don't get me wrong, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. But being a man has been a progressive man and trying to, you know, not make the same mistakes, do things better, progress each time. Yeah, so that's my number one point. Number two for me, I've got to say, it just comes down to the emotional understanding and what you said about knowing yourself. There's a lot, I posted something up the other day about knowing your worth. A lot of women, there's a lot of talk about know your worth. Women know their power, you know. Don't let no man do this or that, you know.
And the hair.
Yeah.
Don't try it.
Yeah, don't cheat on me. I'll scratch your car. All them things. It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's true.
Very true.
However, for me, men need to know their worth as well, because some of us, we just be out here just, you
Moving
know,
funny.
sowing our seeds.
Yeah.
Moving
You know,
backwards.
Yeah. Sorry, the seeds not having value.
Bruv.
You know, for yourself.
Irresponsible.
You know? Yeah.
No, all jokes aside, yeah, on a serious level, like knowing your worth, because men nowadays, you know, we're just jumping into relationships, we're jumping in and out, we're not taking time to understand, you know, where we are at the moment. And a lot of things that women do, but also men do, we jump into a relationship hoping that, you know, this woman's gonna be the one to change me, or, you know, she can heal me, she can change my life around. No, that's not how it works. You've got to, as I said in the last episode of relationships, you've got to heal yourself while you're single, prepare, and then when you get into a relationship or when you meet your soulmate, you can work together. You can't just come and expect her to come and just change your life around.
I am not your mother.
Exactly. Your girl is not your mother. Your girl's not your mother. As simple as that.
I am not your mom.
Bro, however, in saying that, you know, in fact, we'll hold that one there. We've got loads to talk about today, yeah. Okay, so my last thing, nice and quick, yeah. My last thing, nice and simple. Responsibility, being accountable for your actions. Now, in this generation, it's very difficult, yeah, to some degree to be accountable for your actions. There's many reasons why. I'm not going to dabble too much into that. But, you know, you do something, hold your hands up. Like, if you cheat on your girl,
You want like the reaction?
we're going to jump right into the next one. Now, does culture and your upbringing change your whole, you know, understanding or the whole view of what a man should be?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like it starts from when you're younger. I feel like ladies and women, we are trained, we're groomed to be this woman. Do you get what
Not all ladies, but yeah.
If your mom don't tell you, society will tell you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
100%,
Whereas
yes.
like with men, it's different.
Yeah.
So like if I come from a family where my mom or my family don't care about stuff like this, society will tell you sit like this or do this, be
Yeah.
lady like. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So somehow you're hearing it, so it will come into you. Whereas men, it's always like. Leave him, he's a man, or do
Boys will be boys.
yeah, boys will be boys. Even when someone is 40, boys will be boys. And someone is going to 70, boys will be. So like, I feel like from young age, sometimes I'm not gonna make it like a general thing. Sometimes men are not taught how to take responsibility for their actions, whereas women are always made
Accountable,
to.
yeah.
Exactly, because number one, if you're messing with a girl and she ends up being pregnant, do you understand? And you guys are teenagers, they look cute. And you guys are teenagers. Most of them who gets shamed, it's the girl that gets shamed.
Yeah.
And they just forget like it takes two to tango. She didn't get herself pregnant.
Yeah.
And most of the time she was probably running away from the teen. The guy will be chasing her. And then and then by the time like she catches her and gets her pregnant, that's it. Oh yeah, you're the loose one. You're this one. You should have closed your legs and stuff. And then the guy will be somewhere. No one will talk to him. It's so unfair.
I agree with what you're saying, but I was saying this the other day. We have to accept double standards when it comes to men and women. You have to. We're not the same. Do you know what I mean? We can only be held accountable for as much as, you know, like in that situation, right? Yeah, everyone's gonna be on the girl because when it comes to sex, yeah, the guy can wrapped up or whatever. But if you don't let me if you don't give me the door to put the key into, I can't just enter. You opened the door, said enter. It's do you know what I mean? I didn't force you to open the door.
Even the way you're talking already. Even the way
personally, I'm a condominist. I'm not like a out there loose trying to spread my seeds about. No, I really look after my stuff. I don't want my stuff to be
selective.
Exactly.
Selective bad boy.
Yeah, but I feel like for the general, like for the guys out there, do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just messed up. Like we do get a lot of the blame, but at the same time, I would expect 2019. Do you know what I mean? From any girl from 16 to 25, if you're about to have sex with a guy and the guy's not strapped up, you should take the pill, or you should know that okay, there's gonna be consequences because he's gonna go home and I'm left with this thing inside me.
So you should be more.
You're more accountable.
Okay.
You're more accountable in that sense because it takes two to tango. But I've left my seed and I've literally left. It stays with you. It's your body. It's
soul ties.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's a man being irresponsible as well.
No.
Yeah, no. To some degree, yes. Because you're doing your thing and you don't know whether she's gonna, or if she's even on something, or assuming.
Mm-hmm.
But as a woman,
you should pattern it up.
You should
quickly.
You should take that step. Take some
damn responsibility.
What I'm saying is,
men
can gas you up real bad.
They can.
We're gonna move in together.
Yep.
We're gonna get married.
This is tense out here. This is tense.
Okay.
We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Right?
Which we all have said at some point.
As a woman, we are receivers. So what you say, we're receiving it.
Yeah.
And for women, most women, they just like that idea of family.
Yeah.
You understand? Some people in that moment, they will not be thinking, right? Of like, oh yeah. And then some men can be really responsible until she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that a woman doesn't get. No, I'm not saying that she shouldn't get like her own. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, that when it does happen, keep the same energy for both parties.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that sometimes it feels like the woman gets more of the stick than the man. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that a woman is clearly no, hell no. Okay. It's more like both of them. They did the thing. They should have taken more precaution to make sure that you understand the woman should have done her own thing and the man should have done her, because in this situation anything could have happened. So I feel like both of them should get the same blame. But when it comes to like a woman always getting, because I saw it from like say like in Africa, in Nigeria, is a girl that is always carrying a pregnancy, she gets stigmatized for like most of the time she gets and it's not nice. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that she should be called an angel because a man decides. No, you shouldn't be that dumb anyways. But at the same time, when it happens, bring both of them together and talk to both of them.
No, it is. That happens. Like the reason, I think you hit the nail around the head. The reason why females are more stigmatized is because, as I said, you're the one that is the envision of the pregnancy. Whenever anyone sees pregnancy, they're gonna see it on you. So it's like,
a man can go and do his own thing.
I can go and do my own thing. I can go to work, so that I'm having a child. Do you know what I mean?
I can go and talk to another girl. No.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas
I'm not saying I do that.
Just to put it out there, but for you, it's on you. So it's like just that bit more responsibility will fall on you because it's gonna follow you wherever you go. But bearing in mind, we still have to have the responsibility of looking after what we put in there. And you as well.
Yeah, the finances after.
Exactly, because no one's gonna say. They always say, "Where is the father? Who's the dad?" Do you know what I mean? So it's like though you're the picture, we're the I don't have to explain, but we're like behind you.
That's a topic for another day. That's a loose talk topic. That's a loose talk topic. Don't worry, we're not touching that. We're not touching that. Alright, cool. So let's go back a little bit because we kind of went off track there, but it was very intense. So I just kept silent there. But cool. Culture. For me, I feel like culture does affect a lot of things. You can be unequally yoked in several different ways. I'm just gonna keep saying that. That's my key word. Everyone knows. If you know me well, you know unequally yoked is my key word. So, in terms of culture, changing the ideas of what a man is, cool. As you said, we're brought up. The men will be, chilling, this and that. However, there's a lot of talks about Nigerian mothers did not teach their sons to do this and that. That is rubbish. That is rubbish. My mum. taught me how to clean, cook.
Facts.
Bruv, I can look after myself. I'm a survivor. That's what my mum taught me how to do, yeah?
Facts.
So best believe any woman that comes into me, cool, you know, I don't want to cook every time, you know, take over a little bit, do you know what I mean? But I'm not expecting a woman to come and look after me so I can survive. Like, at the end of the day, being a man is being able to stand on your own 2 feet. Because if I don't have anyone, will I die? Nah, bruv. Mom taught me that. You went on Saturday when the English boys were coming to my door. Yo, Mike, you coming out to play?
Alright.
Bruv, Mom said, hey, Olumide, if you don't do your chores, you're not going outside. Bruv, I was doing chores. My sister was doing chores. I was doing chores. Bruv, that's how I was brought up.
That's the household, yeah.
That's mine. So culture, yeah, cool, this and that, but you can't really say it's different to every single culture, every single parent. Like, just because English people are like naturally known to be a bit more relaxed doesn't mean that they aren't
having a culture.
Yeah, whoa, shade.
You know what? You know what? That's
Shade.
see, that was a loose comment. I'm doing my podcast. I'm sorry.
No, bro, but on a serious level, to some degree, there are some English people out there that, you know, they're firm. I don't know many, but I'm just sure.
Yeah. No, I like what you said because you're right. I think as Africans, or as even as like as an ethnic minority, do you know what I mean? We have certain cultures, standards, you know, rites or passions that we all go through. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you might get the odd African guy that doesn't know how to cook, doesn't even know how to turn on the rice cooker, bruv. But you know, I feel like there's certain standards that we all have. Like most African guys, whatever they do, they're hardworking in it. Whether it's fraud, whether you have a 9 to 5, whatever it is, we try and when we're selling drugs or whatever, but we know that we have to take care of ourselves. You know, so it comes down to culture for me. Like, yes, a massive part. The majority of us are good, you know, cultured guys. You know, we might go off the rails a bit, but we have like a foundation of morals. Yeah, that's just the way
I've got a question for you guys, yeah? So, the question I got is just come back to me. So, in the whole time of, you know, trying to get to know a guy, this and that, and this whole program is about truth of men, yeah? What do you think it is that men actually want from a woman?
Respect.
Care to go on?
Is that like?
Oh, okay.
Is that in order, or the first that came to your mind?
That's clearly the first thing that came to your mind.
That was the first thing.
I'm going to touch on a point right at the end, but I want to hear you guys' point of view on it.
Every man wants to be loved. Every man.
I just want to be held, man.
Yeah. Jay is. Girls, you women always complain about how men are like mummy's boys and these things.
Men are trash.
All those things, yeah. Like, guys just want a woman to love them. Like, respect comes after. Do you know what I mean? And someone that's not gonna like. I feel like when I leave my house, I put on like an armor. I'm going out. When I go out to work, when I leave my home, I'm going to war.
Ooh, you're touching on the point.
Okay.
You're touching on the point.
I'm going to war every day. When I come home, I want to take off the armor and be me for you, and for us to be us. Like, you get to see the part of me, that like softer, like inner me, that
the insecure side.
Exactly. That I don't take outside. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that's what men want. You know what I mean? Love, some respect.
Alright. You know? So this is how I see it. Because when I said respect, you must have thought. Then, you know, like you come and bow down.
Yes, sir, yeah.
That's not what I feel.
Okay.
If I respect you, I love you.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if you ask me what women want, I would say respect as well.
Okay.
Because you love the people you respect, or you respect the people you
You
love,
love.
something like that.
Yeah.
It goes hand in
It
hand.
does, yeah.
Because why I would not say love is because love sometimes is a feeling. Sometimes I
can
don't.
go and
Do you
come.
understand? Whereas if you respect someone, that moment when you want to do something, it will. Do you get what I mean? It's just that respect, because you have that respect for that person. That's why I would say respect and not love, because love is a feeling. Sometimes, do you understand? Like, if I respect you, be rest assured that I love you, and I feel like for a man, I can love you, but I can be cussing you out.
For me, yeah, what I think men really want, and maybe I'm biased and talking for myself, I don't know, girls take notes. But, you know what, yeah, number one thing, women, one thing I've learned from going to church, women want to be secure, yeah? The number one thing a woman wants is not love, it's not money, they want to feel secure, yeah? Some people may say security comes financially. If that's what your thought is, then boy, because money comes and goes, yeah? Women want to be secure in, you know, they trust their man is leading them to the right place. They trust what their man's saying, that, you know, no matter what happens, good or the bad, we're going to find a way because my man is strong, he's progressing, he's pushing, he makes me feel secure. That comes underneath love, finances, you know, respect. Yeah. Now, men, what do we want? Yeah, there's a lot of different things what men want. Now, some of you women will say, oh yeah, he just wants sex. Like, bruv, like,
is that
wait, do you know, it's not just that. Cool, you know, automatically the first thing, you know, your little Johnny wants a little play. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, sex is not the only thing we want. Yeah, we're after something, and unfortunately, when a man doesn't know himself, he goes seeking for it in the wrong places. Now, this is why it's very important for you to be a God-fearing man, because you understand how to go seeking for God before you go seeking for stuff in the wrong places. And then that's how a man becomes secure, etc., etc. But for me personally, like, I feel like what I want or what men want is just, you know, the love, the respect. Number one, it has to be respect. I want my woman to just, you know, I'm like, at the end of the day, my mum, you know, I'm her son, I'm her king, we're all kings, you know, we're all up here, and respect is number one. Like, you've got to show me some respect, but that comes in two ways, because if you're not doing anything to gain that respect, then really and truly you can't warrant respect. Do you know what I mean? But it's just
because some people demand respect, they don't want to earn it. I don't know, but yeah.
No, that's the thing. Like, for me, I what I expect, I want my woman to respect me, and respecting me is respecting yourself.
Jeez.
It's respecting yourself first. That's how I know you respect me, because how you respect yourself, how you carry yourself when no one's looking, when, you know, you're going out, how you're dressing, what you're posting on social media. That is you respecting me, because you're respecting yourself. And I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for you to respect yourself. Not even respect me, but by you respecting yourself, it shows a level of respect for me. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, for me, I think it's just, I just need someone that, you know, is there to hold it down.
Believe in what you're...
Yeah, believe in my graph. Like, if I've got a vision, cool. I may be wrong. I may not have the complete vision altogether, but I need someone to sit down, be vulnerable with, talk to and say, this is what my plan is. How are we going to get there? Do you think it's right or wrong? What we work together. Men want someone to work with them, to build with them. Not just someone that's going to come and, you know, expect me to take her out every time.
Or expect you to have the whole plan, 10 years planned.
Yeah, like,
just done. Like, okay, this is the blueprint.
Rome was not built in a day.
And we build and grow together. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that.
Bruv, like...
But you should have...
Thank you.
I like that one, definitely.
But you should have what? You should have a plan.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, but
not the whole...
But plans are not always foolproof. I have a blueprint. This is the destination. Now, I know the checkpoints that I have to cross, but you know what? There might be some diversion. You know how in Nigeria there's diversion. There's some diversions on the way. You know, you have to pass that pothole. You know what I mean? You know?
What I'm saying, you don't have to have the whole, and I know that plans change. Like, okay, I can meet someone now and then, oh yeah, I want to do this and do that and do that, and then I come into your life. You kind of have to compromise, like, come to the middle. Do you understand? And the goals or the destination might change. The thing is that some people, they don't have
any plan.
Do you get what I mean? Like, you're going with the flow.
And as a sort of man, you swerve.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a dead fish because if you're going with the flow, you can take it this and you can take it. Do you understand? Whereas at least just have something like just have that mentality that you're going somewhere. That is what, like.
Do you know what? ladies, that's number one thing, yeah, for the ladies that are watching this, yeah. If you meet a guy, yeah, and you ask him, oh, what does he do, and he's a little bit iffy about what he does, or you say, oh, what's your plan, like, where do you see yourself, you know, what are you passionate about? Question the guy you're getting to know, because if he hasn't got a plan, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because a guy without a plan doesn't have vision, and if a guy doesn't have vision for himself, he doesn't have vision for you. And bruv, if a guy doesn't have vision for you, then bruv, you just there. You're doing nothing.
And learn to smell the coffee.
Bruv, listen.
Don't smell the coffee.
Because sometimes they'll dash you off.
Bruv,
I want to be a president. And you're looking at him.
But you don't go to school.
Thank you.
What's been going to school?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They'll be gassing you up nicely. You just have to be, this one is not making sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the point of it. Like, you need to be alert. Like, women stay strong. Don't get me wrong, you know, a lot of you women, we'll get into a topic on another day, but a lot of women just say, do you know what, I'm independent, I don't need no man. Yes, women are strong, yeah, but sometimes you can't do it all on your own. It takes two to tango. You can't have a kid without a man, do you know what I mean? You can't raise a family without a man. Yes, you can go out, you can earn your money, you can earn your peas, you can buy your car, but it takes two. Yeah, so when you speak to a guy and he doesn't have vision or he doesn't have a plan, bruv, squally.
It doesn't have to be a big plan.
Yeah, just something.
Not just a vision.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, okay, go on. I feel like sometimes men are put under this pressure.
We get into that.
You know that, you talked about blueprint. You understand? They put under this pressure that I have to have it all laid out so that she sees that.
But I feel like that's what the women of today have made like the standard.
I feel so as well.
Men are trash, men are this, men are mad.
Yeah, so a man feels like, and sometimes they now come and start lying. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes don't expect too much. Even if he says that I just want to sell fish, let him sell that fish in peace.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
And
let him just sell it in fish and in peace, and it will.
Do you know, I'm going to say something which is something that you probably agree with me. A lot of women say, oh, why can't I find a guy, or why are guys too intimidated to come and talk to me? If your expectations are too high, yeah, and you're there on your Instagram going to I don't know, what's that Turkish restaurant and Naboo and all those high intense places, yeah, all you're gonna show is a girl that's after money and image. So are you really gonna get the right guy coming to you? The only guys you're attracting is fraudsters and drug dealers.
But that's the thing though. I like what you said, 100% agree with it. But I would say having high expectations isn't a bad thing.
No.
You can, if you want to go to the Shard every weekend, I would say you have to be able to manage. You have to be able to like really look at expectations and really manage them. And be like, you know what? I'm a 26-year-old man. You know, this is the man I'm dating right now. He has a vision. We may not be able to go to the Shard every weekend now, but you know what? In 6 months' time, we'll go once a month. Because we're moving somewhere, we're building and growing somewhere. Don't think that, because this is what I want, and maybe you're able to do it to some extent, that might be eating out your pocket. Your man might drive a Toyota, I don't know, Toyota, I don't know what old Toyotas are out there, but, and he's aspiring to have a house by the end of the year. He's got 100k stacked in the bank, but you know, you're not seeing it.
But you see the car, you think, I don't want to drive in that.
I want to be in that.
This time, man's got money stacked.
He's got money stacked. He has more of like a plan of, you know, these things are not what might be important to you, that to show people might not be important to me.
Yeah, patience is what I feel like. Going back to what you said about women complaining that, you know,
guys don't approach.
I feel like as a man, number one, shoot your shots. That's what I'm saying. Shoot your shots.
But what's wrong with women shooting their shot?
Well,
that's a topic. Let me finish.
Let me finish, because that one. Okay, I feel like, shoot your shot, but as a woman, like you said, do whatever. Don't lower your expectations to no one. And that's why, like, a man should know himself. He should know. You understand? There's nothing wrong with going to shoot your. Tell her. Do you understand? Most of these girls, they just put up a front. Anyways, and you just tell her, oh yeah, I like you, or just. Do you understand? Chances are that she's actually going to listen to you. But if you come and put yourself in that situation in the first place, like you start feeling intimidated, like, do you understand? You're losing now. So you can't blame her for that, but she can't live her best life. I'm saying, I cannot come and, you know, reduce myself because I want you to come and toast me. No, you have to find me where I am, come up to that level and say, you know what? I really like you. And then as a woman, just have an open mind. Do you understand? Even if he's driving like a Toyota, you don't know what he has. You don't know his mindset.
Yeah.
You might have a mindset of a
Humble
millionaire.
yourself.
Exactly, humble yourself. Just because you're going to all these different places, unless like, that's your target. But if you actually know that you're going to all these places because you just want to live your life, if anyone comes along, you don't mind, then that is fine. But if you're going there expecting other kinds of people, that's your business.
Or because your friend is dating a footballer and you think that, listen, you are not your friend, you were born alone, you will die alone, you will marry alone. Don't go down that route. You know, it bugs me because I'll be chilling, I'll just be scrolling, I'm just seeing lots of trash, just goes right in nonsense. Wow, the broke guy stay away from me. What? Like, what is your difference from a broke guy? How much do you have in your account?
The mad thing is, I'm gonna touch on that real quick. You females out there that say those exact things, the ones that are praying to God, where's that guy?
Where's the rich guy?
Where's that guy?
Exactly.
Promise me. And he's the one you didn't reply to.
And the worst thing, I know people are going to comment and say, oh, he's bad passionate because he's broke. You are lying. I'm passionate because I've got brothers, I've got friends that are on a different wave. Like that.
We've got a younger generation.
Do you know what I mean? And you're putting pressure on a man to do all these things that really.
And when they lie to you, you start complaining.
Exactly. But
you told me.
Do you know what I mean? Oh no, baby, that was just a rental. you know, it's not me. Like everyone lives a real life at the end of the day. Like you ain't got a life for no one. Yeah, you ain't got a life for no one. Don't stop tweeting the nonsense. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you're not going out on dates. Do you know what I mean? You're dating. Like that's why they date all these uncles and all these because you know what? Let me just
drink water.
Sit. Sorry, you know.
Well, do you know what?
Moving swiftly.
Do you know what? I'm gonna make a quick comment there. A quick comment that just came into my mind.
Oh my God.
Now, this one's a lot deeper.
Okay.
We're men.
Okay.
We're meant to be leaders.
Yeah.
We're meant to be guiding our young generation, our kids, our children, whether they're male or female. But the issue that society have now is a lot of men are broken. There's a lot of broken men out here. And let's be real, the women aren't really helping to, not all of them are helping to help their men, especially black women. Some of you put your men down. Yeah. Not all. I'm not saying I don't like black women, that's not what I'm saying.
We love them.
We love you. But the point I'm making is there's a lot of broken men, so how can you expect a man that hasn't been shown, or for example, if they didn't have their father there to show them and guide them, there's only so much a woman can do on their own. That's why it takes two. If a woman can lead and this and that, it's never going to be the same as a father being there. So the problem we have in society are men, fathers that aren't there, and then leave a legacy where their own children are going through emotional stuff, and then it just a repeated cycle.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't even a question. This is just something I want to put out there so people can understand. Like, just because someone is broken doesn't mean that, I'm not saying that you're here to fix no one's problems and this and that, but one advice to the men that are watching this, all the women that, you know, are bringing up children on their own, especially boys on their own, like, counselling is a very, very important tool. Okay. You need to be able to communicate, and you need to be able to talk about the situation and the issues, because if you don't talk about that, you're gonna spend your son, your boyfriend will spend their whole life seeking something that isn't really there. They will find stuff that what society has taught them that this is a man. Yeah. What you see on social media, driving the fastest car, this and that, and that's how they get themselves in trouble. Yeah. So that's one thing I just wanted to put in there to make it, you know, very, very deep. But yeah, go.
I think it's like part of what you were talking about. What I wanted to say is that obviously, like you were touching on, like men that are broken and stuff like that. A lot of men are broken. I'm not gonna lie. And even though I believe, like, at a certain point in your life, you need to say like, you know what, okay, address these issues by yourself and not wait for like a woman to come into your life to, you know, help you address it. A lot of men are broken, but sometimes there's a reason for that. And when women start complaining that, oh yeah, my man is broken, this one and this one, it's not, this one is not talking to me, he's this, he's distant, and it's simply because he doesn't trust you. I feel like you need to, even though like a man should earn your trust, you should also earn his. I feel like if a man, like you're talking about, he goes out every day to battle, to you understand? When he comes back, he needs to trust that he can tell you.
Put his head on you and be like,
This is what I'm going and then when he's in a peaceful, relaxed place, you start telling me, oh, this is what happened today. Oh, this is what I'm going for.
Exactly.
But when he's come back and then meets another war,
and then you start to fight
in the house, how do you expect him
100%.
to? You understand? Tell you certain things. So I feel like, as much as like men are broken, but I feel like you can actually help. You don't have to do the whole work for them, but there's certain little things you can help. And it will even help you as well because you have sanity, and then it helps you with the security because then you know where he is and where you guys are. Do you understand? So it's not, you're not even doing it for him, but I say you're doing it for your relationship because once he gets to trust you, he gets to tell you everything, and I mean everything. So if you're complaining that your man is not, just try and earn his trust. Just think to yourself, does he actually trust me? And it's not about trust as in cheating. Trust you to tell you his deepest, like
yes,
cry.
His insecurity.
He's, you know, like let him be vulnerable.
At the end of the day, one thing I'm gonna make very, very clear to the ladies out here that want to understand this: if you don't make your man feel secure, this is one of the very first reasons why a man will cheat.
Because another woman will make him feel the way you don't make him feel.
Just so make it clear, I'm going to repeat that one more time.
Do it, bro.
If you do not make your man feel secure, and we're not talking secure in terms of, oh, you cook for him and you have sex with him. Anyone can do that. Get that out of your head. However, if you can make a man feel secure with his emotional desires, where he feels he can be whole with you, that's going to stop a man from cheating. Now, it may not work for every man, that's not what I'm saying. However, you're more likely...
Even with prayers.
You're more likely to, like, at the end of the day, guys want to feel secure. They want to be able to communicate with their partner.
Exactly.
More than you think. You know, more than you think. We're seeking, we're crying out for our partner to hold us. We want to be held. Yes, we're men, but at the same time, we need love too, you know.
And don't think that just because you're supporting, you're letting your man lean on you, that you're just like you're pulling him along. No, sometimes men need a bit of a push. Do you know what I mean? I was saying it today. You guys took a rib. You know what I mean? God really gave you a rib. You need to give it back in some shape or form. Do you know what I mean? Like support me. You know, believe in my what I want to do, in my insecurities, everything. Like if I tell you that, you know what, I'm insecure about something, make me understand that you're the person that not only sees me, you see through me, you see in me. Tell me, you know what, this is not the case. Like make me believe in what you see in me. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and it's like you're saying. I feel like it comes down to like being unequally yoked. It's not always about
my keyword. My keyword.
It's not always in terms of.
Wait. Before you say, can you just let everyone know what that means?
What unequally yoked means.
Yeah, just let them know.
Well, very simple way. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is my very simple way I've seen unequally yoked. It comes in so many different forms, not being of the same understanding, whether it's spiritually, whether it's culture, vision, everything. Now, being equally yoked, is finding someone that is on the same path as you, the same understanding, the same upbringing, the same belief, number one. Because if I'm Christian and you're not Christian, already, bruv,
husband and wife cannot be in the same house and not think or follow the same God. It does not make sense.
I will speak from experience. That's very challenging. I'll just leave that one there. But what I'm saying is, unequally yoked is a mad thing. It's a mad thing.
Now, I'll ask you a question.
Oh.
what do you think is the main thing that challenges us men today in our current society?
What's the main thing that challenges us men today? Whew, no one's ever asked me a question before. Do you know what? Yeah, it's the perception of, you know, living up to expectations.
Jeez.
That's why I asked this nigga, you know. That's why I asked because I knew he would tell me the right thing.
Listen, it's the expectations.
Yeah.
Like, going back to, you know, what society deems us as what the real man is, yeah. Apart from that, we're dealing with some deep stuff. Like, one, apart from being broken men, we're trying to heal ourselves, but at the same time, we're seeking and trying to find ourselves. Now, on top of that, we've got expectations of what a woman wants from us, what she sees as a man, this and that. We're in a society where black men, bruv, do you know how hard it is for a black man out here trying to progress?
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, black women, it's just as hard, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking it away from no woman, but this is about the truth about men, so you have your time in it.
For those in the comments.
Get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Women will have their time, but the point I'm saying is the expectations, like, bruv, girls that do not drive, that are taking bus with double beep beep, you're expecting your man to be driving a Mercury or a Range Rover.
You haven't even got money for your Oyster card.
Hey, come on.
And you want me to be driving you?
I'm sorry, girls, I will not defend you.
In my motor.
Like,
I pay for petrol, I pay for insurance.
bruv, you ride a red bus, but you want to be talking about your man must drive this and that.
There's nothing wrong with people that take the bus. Nothing wrong with them.
It's not, you
but
know,
if you're screaming,
eco-friendly and all that,
if you're screaming that your man has to drive and you don't drive, girl, back up. Like, take 10 steps back and get your theory first. No, I hate that. Like, don't be like, I can only date a guy that drives. What? Okay, babe, do you drive?
Am I your slave? Am I meant to drive you everywhere?
If you don't drive, do you know what driving entails? Do you know the cost of driving? So that
driving is stressful. That alone.
Hey, I don't know.
And it costs. And it's crazy because there's so many like trashy females out there. There's also queens. You guys are all coming up. There's also like bad queens, trashy females that just following.
Do you feel like some people are just entitled?
How do you mean?
Like, expect it. You know?
Like,
well.
Yeah, I had a conversation with one girl one time, yeah, and she said to me, yeah, and I remember this, I'm not gonna say no names, innit? But she was like, you know yourself, innit?
She knows.
She said to me, yeah, we had a deep conversation about something. She was like, that she will never pay for a date with a man. I was like, so wait.
Trash.
Wait. I said, so if you've been dating a guy for 2 years, she's like, nah, if I take him out, he needs to know that's a privilege.
Trash.
I said, hey, so this girl asked me to take her out several times. Did I take her out? No. Don't call me them vibes and keep that energy over there. But what I'm saying is, she was like, nah, you know, the guy has to do this and that. Like, I don't need his money, but my mom gives me money every month.
You're entitled.
Oh.
And do you know what it is?
Okay.
When you leave your mother's house, or you know what, everyone, I don't want to be the bad guy. Your mother will die one day. The virgin will die one day. You will leave your father's house. And when you leave your father's house, I hope that money actually can give you water for you. Because you have to understand as a woman, you're gonna be a woman. You're gonna be on your own 2 feet and be in your husband's household. Now, if that's what your expectations are, and you're looking for a guy that's gonna be like that, then you know what? Great. For the guys that will take it that are like that,
yeah, great. There's guys out there that will live up to that,
do you know what I mean?
Not me.
But for the masses of the kings out here that are trying to make something of themselves for tomorrow, so that I can give you that without it being expected. I want to be able to know that, okay, you know what? In the ideal world, in the perfect world, I know you want, you know, caviar and all this shit every day. But excuse my French. But you know, let's get there first. Like, get there with me first, and then let me do it and be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy some diamonds today. Not because you want you expect me to, because I want to and I can, because you know what? We've built and we've grown together. So it feels better. I feel better doing that for you.
You even deserve it, because if you build with me, you deserve it. So I'm gonna give it to you. But the girls that come and say, you know, you have to. No, you didn't work with me, so bounce, bruv.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Ooh.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Come on.
Alright, let's roll.
My own question.
Go on.
Alright, cool.
You say she didn't build, if she builds with you and them things, yeah. There are a lot of women.
I know where this is going.
You know.
I know where this is
So
going.
prepare for the answer.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got one for you, don't worry. Yeah.
A lot of women that build with a man,
Yeah.
and then later on the guy will just
I knew
disappear.
it.
Yes.
You know
Let's
what?
ask this question.
No, you know what? Not all guys are good guys. Not all guys are able to handle themselves in certain
Yeah, not all guys are
situations.
mean, man. It's cool.
You know, it's not easy to be a good guy out here, you know, guys. It's not easy. But, you know, on a more serious note, it's like that Amazon guy, how his wife, you know, okay, cool. She was with him from the jump. You know, I think they started the business in their garage or something. You know, he was loyal to her and she got what she deserved, in my opinion. Now, on the flip side, going back to what you said, if we've built together and I just dropped you like a dime, that means, I'm not being funny, that means I never really held you to high esteem anyway. Do you know what I mean? I never really held you, and you can't predict or avoid that. That just comes with knowing your partner, trying to do that. I can lie to you, but you know what? For me, I feel like on that come up, there's certain things that you would have seen that you should have known that. He's a bit funny when it comes to this. Do you know what I mean? There's always signs. I'm not just gonna change. Like, I'm not gonna be rich today and then, oh yeah, babe, you know what?
This is the thing, yeah. Going off that, yeah. At the end of the day, I've got two things to say now. So, based on what you said, yeah, you need to be alert, women, yeah. At the end of the day, you need to be alert to what's going on around you. If you're giving all your energy, soul, power, money, everything, and your man's not giving something back, that guy is going to leave you when he gets made. Yeah? But if your man, with the little he has, is giving you something, that is love. Because if I don't have anything, but I still make sure I do something to, you know, look after you to some degree and make you feel special, even if it's I go to the park and I make a picnic. I didn't say buy a sandwich, I make a picnic for you. Yeah? That is me showing you love in a different way because you're willing to build with me. So when I made, you already know, 9 out of 10 times, I'm more likely to say, cool, this is my woman. She stayed through the graft with me. But if you're just giving, and the man's not giving anything back, bruv, best believe that man's gonna bounce. So you better start checking yourself.
Because the reason I asked you that is because sometimes you don't really blame females for like feeling like they don't want to build with a man. I'm not gonna blame them.
Wait for it.
I'm not gonna blame them because we hear a lot of stories and we've seen a lot of things go. Do you understand? And sometimes, like you said, you cannot predict who stays and who leaves. So women will be like, you know what?
I'm not gonna do it.
Exactly, just be safe, right? And then the second thing I just wanted to say is just like, because anytime this topic comes up, it's always about helping a man build. How about helping a woman build?
Wait, so quickly, point
a lot
to...
of women have their own visions.
Quickly, point two of what you said, about why women don't want to help a man build. I'm going to say one film, Acrimony.
Okay.
Yeah? I don't know if you've watched it. If you haven't watched it,
Watch it.
So this woman, this girl at the time, she had money, you know, she came from a rich family. The guy had nothing. She helped him build. This guy cheated on her, you know, got another woman pregnant, I think, or something like that. Regardless of that point, the guy cheated on her, you know, she still stayed with him. She lost all her money from her mum, invested into her. She invested into this guy. Yeah, the guy was a failure. Yeah, until one day she had enough. And this guy always said, I'll buy you this, I'll do this, just hold it down with me. She gave up. Now, a lot of women, are quick to give up. Are quick to give up. They see the easier option. The grass is green on the other side.
Or
maybe green on the other side. Once you give up, like this film, she gave up, the guy flipped it around. He finally became that man that she was praying for. Now, ladies, if you've stayed that long and you're working hard, bruv, keep praying, see it through. Because at the end of the day, not all cases, if you're seeing and this is why it's about the qualities that you see in a man. Because if you're seeing the right qualities and he's working hard, cool, he may have cheated on you, he may not be perfect, but if he's still trying to progress every single time, hold it down, because 9 out of 10 times that guy is going to become the person you wanted him to be. And the worst part is, if you quit now,
you never know.
Bruv, not even that. I'm gonna be that man for the other girl.
Okay.
He's right though.
He is right.
He is right.
Just one thing I just want. No, he
Yeah,
is
no,
right.
go
Just
on.
one thing I wanted to say is, you said I don't think I've seen the movie, but you said once she gave up, he flipped. I feel like even if she carried on, the problem it was her strategy. Do you understand? She was, I don't know what she was doing, but I feel like instead of don't give up, change strategy. Do you understand? Because if she hadn't given up, he would have continued. So she would have been working it for the next 30 years and he would have been the same man.
No.
You just change strategy to kind
help
of
him uplift
pick
him.
it, so that
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Because what she did, she listened to other people, other friends, family members, and she left.
Yeah.
And at the point she left, he became that man. And then she became that crazy woman because he started giving everything that he promised her to somebody else.
Yeah.
The guy gave her all the money that she ever invested into him. He gave it back to her. Yeah? But I'm spoiling the story for anyone. I'm sorry. I'm spoiling the story. I should have said spoiler alert. But even when you watch it, you still won't know. Do you know what I mean? It's deep. But the point I'm making is, do not give up so easily. Maybe change your strategy. But at the end of the day, cool. You've worked hard with this guy, but you're going to say, okay, now I'm going to give up. I'm going to try and get to know someone else and start fresh. Do you think it's going to be easier again? Do you think that other person does not have their demons? Bro, sometimes just stay in your lane because the demon you're battling with is probably easier than the one that looks nicer, that probably has even more scars.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
My mom always said, is it the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know? Something like that. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's just like if one thing is not working, try other things. But then again, I saw this post. They said it was like a shattered table, and there was like, this is the table.
I know what it is.
The table they said we should bring something to. Do you understand? You have to make sure that the table you're bringing something to.
Foundation.
It has a foundation. It doesn't have to be built, but it should have a foundation. And then if you know that it has a foundation, and maybe your strategy is not working, because when you baby people too much, they're likely going to take a pace. Maybe it's not, it might not even be in their character. It's just like human nature. If I'm always getting, why do I have to go out? You understand? But you'd be like, you know what? I'm always giving you this. Let me just try this other thing. Maybe it will work. But yeah, I do understand. Like, don't just throw your man away in the trash. Because he said they say men are trash, men are trash. So women are going to the trash can and then they bring him out and clean him up.
Yeah, no. Speaking from experience, right? I feel like I owe a lot of testament to the woman that, you know, to a woman that's kind of really like, she saw the kind of person I was, and she was like, okay, wait, you know, you could be this king. You are this king. You can be a great king, but you need to drop this, drop that. I was, you know, sometimes it takes a good person to just look and be like, oh, you know what, that's not fit for you. Like, you can definitely do this or definitely do that. And for me personally, it's like, as a man, it took a bit of that different kind of strategy. Sometimes you have to push someone away to bring them back home. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to kind of be like, okay, you know what? Because of the way you're behaving, I'm gonna just put you here, and this is not gonna. And then as a man, it might be like, you know what? This one, the way she's too sweet for me to put back into the ocean. Do you know what I mean? So you know, you grow up as a man, because you know, naturally, especially when you're dating someone that you guys are that roughly the same age.
Yeah.
Females develop their minds faster than ours. So it's like, okay, you know what? And I still have a lot of growing to do. So it might take my same age, older mentality woman, you know, to kind of put me in that space. But yeah, it does help. It does help.
Okay. One thing I'll say off the back of that, ladies, do not get twisted. You cannot change a man.
No, you can't.
You cannot change a man. A man will change when he's ready to change. He may be willing to change, but sometimes it may not be the right time, the right season.
And he does want to change for you.
He wants Tia, he wants Tolu, or you know, like they have a corner, you know what I mean?
Or he might just want Becky, do you know what I mean? He might just want Becky.
He like when Becky was being like,
Becky with her beans on toast. No, but alright, cool. Last question from me. I don't know if you got any other ones, but last question from me, I'm gonna leave it here after this question, more or less. So, going back to this one, why do men cheat?
Hey, you people,
Why do men cheat?
I want to hear this one.
I want to start off
I
with
wanna
you.
hear it.
No, I want to start with you. I want to hear why you think.
No.
men cheat.
Am I a man?
But you've been with men, so it's a case that, you know, I want to hear why women
I
think.
feel like it's like $1 million question.
Lottery. Ding, 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 ding.
What do men? Have you cheated?
Woo!
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and be really serious about this.
Alright, cool.
Right? I'm respectful, right? I have cheated before.
Okay.
I have in a previous relationship, right? And it was one of the worst things I've ever done to someone. And worst thing, and you know, it's bad when you're doing it, but it's worse when you get caught doing it and when you have to explain why you did it.
Jeez.
Terrible. But then it also taught me a lot as a man, like, you know what, I don't want to be this person. And you know, I think the reason why I did it, I wasn't grown mentally. I wasn't grown. I wasn't looking for the right things. You know, and as well as that, I didn't know myself spiritually, or even just on a normal way. I didn't know the kind of man I was, who I wanted to be. So I was just, you know, out there, doing my thing, you know. And you know, sometimes as a man, you'll be like, as you said earlier, you would go out looking for stuff. Sometimes I'll go out looking just for my head to get rubbed. Do you know what I mean? And it might that.
Oh, bed scratch.
Oh, but, do you know what I mean? But then growing up, it's like I realized that, you know what, I can have everything I need in one woman.
Oh, wow.
And you know, I think, you know, I have, you know, I found my package. You know, but it's
He's
you know,
taken, basically.
yeah, you know, I feel like I've found someone that I can have everything with and not kind of have to look anywhere else. Like that does not mean that you will not see you. You will see. Even that the glasses on is up, you will see it. But it's about pursuing. It's about your thought process after you see it. Like, you know what? I can see a beautiful woman today and appreciate her as a beautiful woman. But that doesn't mean that I have to chase after her, lust after her. It just means that, you know, she's loving human being.
She's pretty, she looks good. Okay,
You know?
bye.
And the worst thing is that I can see the mech today is packed out. It looks very nice. But if the engine has blown, I can't take it nowhere. Whereas I have my Mercedes, it might be a 2013 plate, but it runs like it's made in
You
2009.
can carry everything on
Exactly.
top of it.
Do you know what I mean? For me, that's how I kind of see it. Men cheat because they don't know themselves. They're not really in a place of stability when it comes to them, like their proper mental health. You know.
I like the
Mental health
way
is
you
a
said
topic.
men and no boys, because
The boys, you know, but yeah.
No, and I'm just saying that I like the way you said like men, just to show that it doesn't have to. There's no age.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
there's no age, no age.
like,
Nah, there's even old people.
Old
that are
people,
married
yeah,
that are married to
prostituting,
that.
Yeah, like for even like the old guys, I feel like they've not accepted that. You know what? They're still chasing after a life that they haven't lived.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing I would like to say to all my younger brothers, to all my guys that are single out there. Before you hang your boots up or whatever how you want to say it, make sure that you know you've done what you need to do. It's gone.
Yeah.
You're not searching for night now. So, you know what? I might want one with the $5 to today. I want one, you know,
Slim thing.
Slim thing with the
Let
bread.
me try that Latino.
Exactly. Know that you've done whatever you want to do, and you know what, you're content with where you are as a man. I don't need to chase after anything else. I have something that's more precious than. Let me stop. But yeah,
I'm sitting here silent because I know I've got to go next. Well, have I cheated?
Don't lie, yo.
Honesty, please.
Don't lie, yo.
No, I'll be honest. This is the real Mike, the real message. The reason I am the person I am today is because I've cheated.
Amen.
The reason I'm
Amen.
doing the things I'm doing now is because I've been doing wrong.
No.
Yeah. Now, it goes back to a point that we said at the start. Men are seeking the wrong stuff in the wrong places. The reason why, I can't speak for all men, the reason why I cheated in the past is very, very simple, yeah? I was trying to find myself in the wrong places, yeah? And without knowing that, you know, I was trying to protect myself, understand that, you know, I'm a strong man, this and that. I seeked the attention from the wrong places, and that's why men cheat. Long story short, it's because they're insecure about themselves. They don't know who they are. And when a man does not have his identity, he tries to find it in women instead of finding it in God.
Like literally in women, yeah.
Literally.
in women, you know. You know.
But one thing I want to say, yeah, just to finish it off, yeah, what is a man? Yeah, my idea is a man is the weight of his words. Yeah, a man is someone that lives by example, someone that lives by God's thoughts and God's words. But most importantly, well, not most importantly, because God's most important, but just as important is a man has to mean what he says. He has to be a man of action. No woman wants to be with a guy that isn't living what he's preaching. You have to actively go out there and, you know, they want to see action. They want to see that, yeah, this man is going places. I want to jump on. I want to get in that car with you and we want to go. Or get in a motorcycle. Whichever one.
Or the bicycle.
Or the bicycle.
Come with the bicycle.
Or walking.
Jump on my back. Let's go.
We go together.
But guys, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
Good.
It's been amazing. I'm sure we're gonna talk about some other stuff, but
I
literally.
need to know more reasons why men cheat.
No,
you know what? So we're gonna do another one. Don't worry.
Part 2.
Guys, if you want to find out more about why men cheat, you might need to tune into Loose Talks. Yeah, because we're about to do something. We're about to do something big. We're about to do something big. So guys, this is just part 1 about the truth about men.
That's it.
If you want to find out about the truth about why men cheat,
Exactly.
we're gonna be talking some very true, transparent, loose talks.
No filter.
No filter whatsoever. So if you want to comment underneath, you want to ask any questions about me, myself, any other guy, ask away. Tune into Loose Talks. I'll be talking on there and I'll be telling you the real stuff about why I cheated and a bit more into the deeper stuff. But guys, bless up, subscribe, like, comment, do the whole shebang. You know, we'll see you real soon.